Oh, hey guys. So I actually need to run to Razor Hill. No, wait, the Crossroads, I mean, which is not too long, probably about 5 minutes. So I thought I would give the game a bit of a review. So I've written a few notes, which I'm going to sort of go through. So first of all, Season of Discovery. Well, a lot of people are really enjoying it, actually, because it kind of combines the old classic game that so many people like with new elements and new quests and new content. So people actually seem to really like the combination of those, and of course this very nicely leads on to the potential for things like Classic Plus, which I guess this technically is. We have a new rune system which actually works pretty well. Part of the reason we have a rune system is because we can only get to level 25. So a lot of different abilities, as well as endgame abilities, have basically gone to runes. So that's actually quite cool, because the runes were also pretty powerful. And like I said, there's 12 runes for warriors, and different numbers of runes for different classes. And you can pick these up through quests or through random world drops. And it's been pretty fun discovering them so far. Okay, this game is an absolute dream for people who like leveling, and I'm gonna say one of the really good things about this is because we're focusing on the early content up till level 25, I think a lot of people are probably going to spend more time basically going through the different quests of the different starting areas, and there's probably going to be a lot more focus on questing than people otherwise would normally do, because a lot of people nowadays just run through the game as quickly as possible because the leveling experience is seen as more of an inconvenience than actually part of the game, you know. Oh, I should probably mention I've got a two-handed sword here, and I need to level it up because at the moment I just literally got this from the Weapon Master, you know, which the two-handed sword Weapon Master is in Undercity, if you're interested, sorry. So, there's a new faction in the game, which is quite interesting. I don't know what they're going to do yet. If we go... well, you just have to take my word for it. There's quite a lot of new content, I think, which hasn't even been discovered yet by people, so that's part of the excitement of the game, I think, is the fact there's all this new stuff. And, you know, we're kind of having to discover it, hence the name, Season of Discovery. But it's really good because the community feel is brilliant, actually. A lot of people are really coming together to do quests. A lot of people are just chatting. We've had some great conversations, generally. So I've mentioned the fact we've got level 25 cap, we've got the runes. There are boxes which drop in the world, which reward you with reputation and a bit of gold. And these kind of scale with level, so that's quite cool. And they just drop randomly off mobs. The endgame content's obviously going to be completely different because of the level change. And there's also rumours that they're going to do Gnomeregan as a 40-man raid, which might be really cool, because I quite like Gnomeregan. I mean, it's quite challenging, and it's a little bit buggy as well. You can occasionally get wiped because a million mobs sort of run to you. But I think it's going to be quite interesting if they do that. It is also quite nice that you can kind of take your time getting to level 25, because, you know, getting to level 60 is pretty difficult. I would say more time consuming than difficult, but you need to put a lot of time in to get to 60, so I quite like the kind of level squish at 25. Of course, people have previously kind of twinked out the character at level 25 or level 30 or 29 or whatever, and it's really fun doing PvP, for example, because you can just like totally dominate. But of course, you know, it's a different situation here, so it's going to be interesting to see how that develops. So not all of the data has been mined yet, although I think quite a lot of it has, and I think people are really theory crafting at the moment, looking at the best setups, the best classes, the best runes. So all of that is sort of being discovered as we speak. Yeah, people, like I say, have been very nice and social, and I've actually had a lot of people helping me and helping each other, which is nice. Barren chat has been great, you know, people just talking about random stuff. You do need some groups to do certain content in the classic game. And I would actually say that playing classic WoW is kind of a relaxing experience generally. I mean, if you're playing retail or you're playing a game that's, you know, pretty complicated or whatever, it's just like not as chill as the classic experience, which is, you know, fairly simple, but still requires some expert knowledge to be pretty good at it. And I don't know, I think people also like the repetition. So the fact we've got the sort of order and the chaos, I think works out quite nicely. So I did also notice that in Wrath of the Lich King at the moment, there's a bit of a mean streak that a lot of people are developing, and I'm not really sure why. So, for example, I've been running dailies recently, and the past 2 dailies, near the end, they've tried to kick people because they weren't performing very well. And I kind of understand this, right? You know, you don't perform, etc., you're probably going to get kicked, but it just seems really nasty just to wait till the final boss on the daily to kick someone. And I think the reason why people do it is because there's no, like, consequences, you know, because it's all cross-realm and cross-server. Like, if you are really nasty to someone, they don't care because it's kind of basically anonymous. Whereas in a game like this, if you are really nasty, you get a bit of a reputation. So I just think there's differences in society which kind of affect how people play. I think this is also a bit of a problem in the normal Warcraft game, the sort of retail as well, because just with random group finder, I don't think it's just a positive force for good in the world. I much prefer it where you need to actually form a group and talk to people and sort of do it manually to a certain extent, and, you know, maybe travel to a location, because you're investing a lot more to make a group work. So I think people care more, basically. Oh, yeah, I already touched on this a little bit, but yeah, we don't have much gold in the world, you know? People are still farming. You obviously get a lot more gold as you level up higher, but because we're still sort of level 25, it's it definitely does affect economics. So the auction house looks very interesting at the moment. You can still make some pretty good money sort of selling gear, and by good money I mean like 10 silver or 15 silver. But yeah, I quite like the fact it's a new economy because we can all kind of build it together. So yeah, I do like classic Warcraft, and I have to say it's actually quite refreshing. You know, just coming back to this game, and I mean, part of it is its imperfections that people like, I think. I should probably focus a little bit more. I really need to level these swords up because I'm just so freaking weak at the moment right now. Another aspect I think is quite interesting is in Classic you had basically the warriors were the tanks. Druids could tank to some extent, but the warriors were generally considered the best tanks, and priests were the best healers. And of course you had other classes that had different utility, different abilities in the game, and a lot of DPS and whatnot. But I think with the rune system, I actually think probably every class is a bit more balanced, especially because there's a lot more customizability between different classes. So for example, I've heard that druids who can heal actually have like quite a few advantages with new spells and whatnot, for example. So it's I think all the classes are actually going to be a bit more competitive, which is really, really nice. I think Classic needed a bit of a shake up. I think that's it, actually. If you're interested, this game is actually free, and you can just log on to the Classic Plus server and just kind of jump right in. But yeah, I think the longevity for this is probably going to be, some people reckon 1 year, some people reckon 2 years. Either way, it's going to be really interesting how it develops, and you know, I think it's also going to be really cool how everything gets unlocked. So yeah, I'm pretty much at the end of the video. Pretty much done the epic journey to the Crossroads. Weapon skilled up a bit. Gonna hand in some quests and whatnot. But yeah, I would definitely say if you want to try this game, you don't really have anything to lose, because in a few days you can probably get to level 25. Again, I don't know why people are running around with banners, but I've seen a lot of people with banners recently. So there's obviously some kind of quest going on or whatever. Oh, there's a banner lady over here. I'll just go chat to the banner lady.
Glory to the Horde. Farewell.
Conscription, okay.
Victory.
Collect 7 planes thrower beaks and return. Okay.
Strength.
That's pretty cool. So I thought there was a quest over here that actually gave me don't tell me it's the quest I accidentally passed. Oh no! I've got to go all the way back to Durotar pretty much to do that quest. I need it for my defense. Anyway, I'll handle that, guys. I hope you enjoyed my review. Sorry about the casual nature of it, but yeah, definitely 6 thumbs up for me out of 21 thumbs times 3 to the power of 4 divided by 2 and rounded down to 6 or something. Okay, I'll see you later, guys.